one-on-one. There's an example here of all the sales on poster board, the neighborhood map here, a one-on-one interview, very informal, where we simply bring the entire contents of your property record file. We go over all the objective information: how big is your house, how many bedrooms. If there's any discrepancies whatsoever, we simply will schedule another appointment and work it out. You know, this is the way we did it for years and years and years before the web became popular. But I will say that in the last several towns in Essex County, we've done South Orange, Montclair, Livingston. Our website has been extremely popular because it just makes it easy. Or you can do both. You can go on our website, you can collect data, you can put yourself together if you disagree with us. You can use all our data to put together an argument and then schedule a one-on-one meeting and discuss it face-to-face. And if you prove your case, then we're still in a work in progress here. So if you bring forth a good argument, then we change it. You know, these aren't official numbers at this point. And if you have suggestions about our neighborhood map, we'll certainly take that into consideration. And trust me, this is not just lip service. There were examples in Livingston where people gave us suggestions about certain streets in certain neighborhoods, and we drove back out. Some we agreed with, some we disagreed with. We did make changes. Now is the time to do this. It's just an example of the presentation of the sales that we put out. We try to make it as readable and understandable as possible. Any one of you have tried to go down to the assessor's office and look at the official SR1A card, it's about as difficult to read and lacking in information as it gets. But we'll have every sale with a nice color picture, with the sale price, with the layout sketch plan, the size, number of bathrooms, the year it was built, the lot size, any notes on that property. And by the way, these will be on the website as well. Now, once we've concluded all of these discussions, meetings, reviews, we will make changes if they are warranted. But either way, we'll notify you as to the result of our review. And once that's done, then we submit, with the approval of the assessor, the values to the Essex County Board of Taxation, where it does become official as of January 10th, 2011. And this is just an example of a postcard that you all get every year from the Essex County. That's the actual official postcard. Even though we've already informed you twice, possibly by letter, but that comes from the county, and that will be the official value. And at that point, if you continue to disagree, the only course of action is the final step, which is to file a tax appeal with the Essex County Board of Taxation. Now, if any of you have filed a tax appeal in the past, then you know how the system works. If you haven't, I will tell you that you must prove value at the county board. They will not entertain any talk about high taxes, about my neighbors paying more taxes than me. They're looking for comparable sale information and facts relative to those comparable sales. That's their rules. You can talk about anything you want with us, but when you do get to the appeal process, they want to know, describe your house and describe how your house compares to the comparable sales that took place recently that prove your case. And then the county board makes a decision at that point. We'll be there under contract to offer our opinion, but all of the information that you need to fight a successful tax appeal will be provided on our website. So in summary, inspect all the properties. That's where we are right now. We're going to need a good another 4 or 5 months to finish. We'll be analyzing all these sales as they come in, creating all these trend analysis to see what's going to happen with the market in this town, review everything to make sure our numbers are solid, inform you and start that in process, meet with the public. One of the other things that we do put on the website, which will be very interesting, will be an analysis of where the tax base was by class before versus where the tax base by class will be for 2011. And what you can determine off of that is what the tax rate will be in 2011, assuming a level budget. We're not going to know what the exact tax rate is because obviously the budget will be done by the school, the county, and the town in the spring of 2011, but you'll get the starting point. And so one of your first questions after you get the value and after you see all the other values and after you see all this wonderful information, that's all good and well, Rick, but what's going to happen with my taxes? We'll give you the starting point. And then it's up to you to figure out what the increases have been, you know, in town over the past 3, 4, 5 years. Maybe you can add another 5, 6, 7% to that. If that's what taxes go up here in town every year, expect it to happen again. But that'll give you a pretty good ballpark of where your taxes are going to be. Now remember, revaluation redistributes those taxes. So some people's taxes will go down, some will be relatively unchanged, and some will go up. If your taxes go up and you're happy with your value, as Ernie said when he started, we are appraisers. We'll talk about the value of your house. We're sharing the information about the tax impact solely because we're just providing information. But if your value's right, and that means your taxes are going up $1,000, then there's nothing we can do, and quite frankly, there's nothing that the County Board of Taxation or the State Tax Court will do as well. So having that information, please don't come down to one of our informal meetings and say, well, I'm very happy with your value. I think you hit it spot on, but my taxes are going up $1,000 as a result of that. There'll be nothing that we can do at that point. So that essentially is the process, and I'll open the floor up for questions, and I'll be happy to answer.
All right, why don't we take questions? We'll go clockwise around the room. We'll start with this gentleman. Could you all hear the question?
Yeah, repeat it for the TV. No, let him do it with the mic.
I'll do it with the mic. His question is, did you do the revaluation 10 years ago? And the answer is an emphatic no. And then he followed that up with, are you using any of those figures and data as a base to start your new revaluation process? And the answer there is an emphatic no. We're starting from scratch with both the data collected in the field, the new market that's being analyzed, and it'll be a totally new evaluation. Yes? Have there been cases where values have decreased? The answer is yes. We're experiencing